What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is Vancity Audi. We're back at Mission Raceway and we have the B8 S4 as drag prepped as we've seen it so far. I now have that 2000 RPM fuel cut launch setup, and you guys may have seen, if you subscribe and checked out my previous video, that I ran an 11.1 at 124 on the streets of Mexico. So now we're out here to see if I can do better on a prepped drag strip. I have had a ton of difficulty launching this car properly on a prepped drag strip, non-stop spinning, non-stop wheel hopping. It has just sucked for me. So I'm really hoping that with this lower RPM, I'm able to hook and go. The other difference is I have a proper setup for my tires. I have now switched over to Nitto NT555R drag radials. These are actually the exact same tires and wheels that I use on my RS3. One of my ways that I was able to save money is I use these for drag racing in this car and just putzing around with the RS3. I managed to get dual usage out of them. While I'm driving around, I have radials on in case I need to put my foot down in the RS3. I barely ever do these days, but mainly doing dyno videos, performance testing and stuff like that when I'm not at the racetrack. But still, now I get to put them to the test and actually use them for what they were intended for, and that is drag racing. So I have proper tires, I have a 2000 RPM launch control utilizing fuel cut from Integrated Engineering. Besides that, I am utilizing the exact same setup as before, Integrated Engineering, Stage 2 Plus, I guess we'll call it. Dual pulley, I got that throttle body upgrade and every other bolt-on part that Integrated offers, as well as an S6 Merc Racing heat exchanger, as well as their upgraded coolant pump. Enough of my talking. Let's get out there, drag race, and see if I can set a new personal best. So the last time I was out here with this car, it was so unbelievably humid, hot, and smoky. It was right in the middle of the forest fires that are taking place in British Columbia, and all the smoke had covered all of Mission. Not only that, it was the highest density altitude I had ever raced in. So I was still very, very impressed that the car managed to run 123 miles an hour as a trap speed. So now with any luck, I'll be able to go quicker and faster, knowing that the temperature's so much lower. We're at about 1200 DA right now. On my dash, it's showing 20 degrees Celsius. So the one thing I could think of that might not work to my benefit with this fuel cut launch file is I have to go through a water box here at Mission. They do not allow me to go around it. Previously, because my launch control was so high, I'd spin my tires and clean them off quite effectively. I'm not going to be able to do that now that I have a 2000 RPM fuel cut launch. So keep your thoughts and prayers in mind that this actually works for me, because for all I know, I'll try to clean the tires off and it won't really work. First launch using fuel cut. Way better! Holy hell, that is way better! I had a hesitation between gear shifts. I don't know whether it was 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, I should say, but that launch was way better than I've ever done on a track before. First run ever using fuel cut at a 2000 RPM launch. That felt so much better than any other run I've ever had on the drag strip. My 60 foot was a 1.58. I am finally in the 1.5s. It is about time. It has been long overdue. Besides that though, how did I do? I know that there was a huge hesitation in between gear shifts. That, who the hell knows? It's something up with my transmission, whether it's the clutch, the mechatronic. We don't know what's wrong with it, but every now and then I get those weird hiccups. But I still managed an 11.2 at 123 miles an hour. So, if that weird gear shift wouldn't have happened, that would have been an 11.1 at 124. We are making progress. Oh, shit. I totally red lit. I jumped the gun. That sucked. Let's not not even gonna give me a time, probably. So not only am I trying to go quicker in my B8 S4, I might as well practice the lights, because it's something I've always sucked at is my reaction time. Usually when I race people, I don't do very well in reaction times, but this time I thought I'm not gonna race the guy. I just wanted to see if I could get a good light, and in turn, for whatever reason, the guy at the starting line really held off on giving us the green. So I red lit that horribly, but Draggy does show an 11.1 at 1:23. So we'll see if the time slip actually shows what I ran, or if I don't get one at all. I deserve that one, guys. There's nothing on my time slip. I didn't get a time because I jumped it so bad. I don't know what he was doing, why he was holding on to that, and why he didn't give us the green. But such is life, that's totally my fault. Draggy does show, though, the best time I've ever run on track of an 11.1 at 1:23. So if I actually ran that properly and had the time of the actual board up there, I probably would have run the exact same 11.1 at 1:23 would have been my guess, and that probably would have been the best run to date on track. I may have a very, very cool race for you guys. Brand new to drag racing, this is his first time out with his Stage 2 Unitronic tuned 93 octane Audi RS3. The good thing is, if both of us have clean runs, this might be a very, very close race. Fingers crossed, both of our cars work as they should. It's been a little bit of a wait since we were able to run again. There was an accident on track, so my tire temps have definitely dropped, which is something that I need to make sure I grip well on launch. Look at that oh so sexy looking Cataluna, I think it's pronounced, red RS3. Here's to hoping this is a nice, clean race. Don't think he's coming back from that one. Well, this kind of sucks. We had such a long wait in between runs. The sun is now setting, so there's not nearly as much heat in the tires, there's not as much heat on the track, and I am unable to get that 60 foot down like I did before, where I was in the 1.5s. Draggy shows a 1.66, so I'm definitely not launching out of the hole as well as I was before. A perfect race to demonstrate how reaction time plays into the end result. That would have been an unbelievably close race if we both launched at the exact same time. I managed an 11.2 at 1:22. He managed an 11.3 at 1:22. That would have been a great, great run if we both launched at the same time. My reaction time was 0.6, which still sucks, and his was 1.3. So thank you so much to him for the race. He is just learning. This is his first time out to the track with his RS3, but I am friggin' pumped for him that he's actually using what that car was intended to, and that is to go as quick as you can in a quarter mile rather than picking up groceries for the family. Well guys, this is going to be the final run of the night. It is pretty chilly out here now. It's only 18 degrees Celsius. The tires are cold, the fluids are cold, everything is cold. So I'm gonna go out there and give it my best, but I really don't have high hopes because they force us to go through the water box here at Mission Raceway Park. I can't really do a full-fledged burnout and build up enough heat in the tires to actually get these drag radials to grip. But with any luck, I'll have a clean run and hopefully be able to get an 11.1. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's one sexy looking Mercedes. I believe that is an E63S. Excited to see how quick this thing is. It looks mean, I'll tell you that much. Oh, terrible! He's gonna smoke me because of my crappy launch! Damn it! That sucked. What a terrible launch. The worst launch of the night. and that would have been a fantastic race. Damn it. Man, that race would have been so frigging good. He ran an 11.2 at 122. Are you kidding me? We would have been side by side. I ran a pathetic 11.7 at 123. I hate going through the damn water box every time. I know they have rules and we have to follow them, but it really slows this car down. My ETs suffer every single time down the track because I cannot properly heat up the tires and clean all the water off them before I launch. What a crap way to finish off the night. I mean, I know every run's not gonna work out, but I always I loathe ending on a terrible run. It happened to me last time out in the B8 as well when I ran an 11.8. Like, that's horrible. Too much tire spin off launch, even with a 2,000 RPM launch. Are you kidding me? A little chilly out here. Maybe next time I need to go out in the back lanes and do a burnout or two before I pull up to the lanes. Yes, it's gonna kill my intake air temps, but at least my tires are gonna be warm. Friggin' sucks. Launch control though, I'd say it's working a hell of a lot better. Fuel cuts holding at 2,000, 2,100 RPM. Much more consistent than that stupid 3,400, yet it was actually launching at 4,000 or 4,000, 4,100 RPM. So really happy with this setup, and it is definitely working. Moving forward though, guys, I think it is time I wrap up this season trying to go full balls out with this car. Yes, it's gonna be my daily driver. That is not going to change, but I want to see the absolute best time that I can achieve. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to remove some of the interior pieces. So yes, the car will be gutted probably for the next month because I have roughly a month left in this racing season. So I'll take out all the seats. I might take off some door panels. I'll see how light I can get this car. I'll try to weigh it all so I can show you guys as well the difference in a full weight S4 versus one that's been totally gutted. And before any of you judge me, just keep in mind that every single record holding B8 and B8.5 S4 out there are all gutted, because you need as much weight savings as you can to go as quick as you can in the quarter mile. So what was it? 2 11.2s, one that didn't even register because I'm an idiot and left way too early, and ending off an 11.7 at 123. That sucks, but such is life. Thank you all for watching, and until next time when I get back out here and hopefully get closer to that 10-second run in my B8 S4, take care.